Last show and nobody's here.
Morning!
Morning!
Okay, we're going to say it's April the 3rd, 1993. Something special happening today. FA Cup semi-final somewhere.
Grand National, yeah.
Something else?
Boat race.
That was last week, yeah. Christmas? No, simple time.
Easter?
No, too early for that. That's next weekend.
Yeah.
Grand Prix?
No, that's next
Sponsored
weekend.
by Sega?
That's next weekend.
All right, okay. No. Morning to the girls, morning girls. Morning to the boys, morning boys. And morning to the girls downstairs. Morning to the girls downstairs. And morning to the boys downstairs. We've got about 150 people downstairs and about 2,000 upstairs. Okay, well, not on the show between now and 1 o'clock. Well, not on the show between now and 1 o'clock. We haven't got anyone here who's going to listen to the show at home because everybody is in fact here. The World and his wife is here. Hello, Mr. World. Nice to meet your wife. We haven't got anyone here who's going to like the show so much today that they're going to come back next week. No. We haven't got anyone who's been listening since the show started way back in 1989 who hasn't said, well, I've been listening since the show started. We haven't got any room for a coffee table in here, a nest of tables in here. There is a nest in here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I can smell some coffee, or is it just the 1,500 cans of free beer that we've been given very generously? We also haven't got anybody who works at the Haverstock Arms who is looking forward in any way at all to this afternoon. We haven't got anybody who works at the Haverstock Arms Bank who isn't looking forward to Monday morning. But we have got lots of people here.
I say.
Oh, you're too early. It's the last one. You come in too early. Go on.
I say.
What do you say?
This is the end of something beautiful.
Well, put it away and let's get on with the show. Hey! Klaxon. Fog on.
Oh.
Go on then.
All right. I say.
What do you say?
Do you realise we've been doing this for the last 4 years?
What, sitting here naked in front of 45 people waiting to play the first record? Oh, I thought I'd have got a bigger laugh. Klaxon. Fog on. Other thing. I say. Finally say.
What do you say? You finally say.
You know what they say, don't you?
No, what do they say?
They say you should never start something you can't...
You can't what?
Ah, never mind.
These happy days are yours and mine. These happy days are yours and mine. Happy days.
So this is it then.
Baby.
Out called Graffiti Man. John Trudell recounted some of his experiences to Dan Luke.
That was on the end of the tape that had the Slade song on. Something about the FBI. So, more about that later. But prizes today, as far as the show's concerned. Well, we've got great prizes. For the kids are all right today, a Sega Game Gear with a super kick-off. For the pregnant pause, a luxury Shirelle combination by McLaren. That's a baby transporter. Another competition that we haven't even thought about yet, but the prize is 2 people to join Chris and Andy at Brands Hatch Racing School for a whole day. 5 cases of Budweiser and 2 cases of Tag Lager for the loudest person in the audience. And 1 pair of tickets for the Arsenal-Tottenham semi-final at Wembley on Sunday. That's compliments of Sega, but we're going to give 1 ticket away to an Arsenal supporter and 1 ticket away to a Tottenham supporter in our brand new game, Blind Hate. Guest on the phone, Noel Edmonds going to be on the phone today. Tony Blackburn on the phone today. And Sean Connery on the phone. All coming up in the last ever round of Chris's. Once again, hello to the girls downstairs. Hello, girls downstairs. Hello to the boys downstairs. Hello to the boys upstairs. And the girls upstairs too. Andy's here.
Hello.
Carol's here.
Hello.
Dan's here.
Hey.
I'm here. Lisa's here. We're all here.
You left me here on your way to paradise. From the smoke of a distant fire. Got your eyes have a mist from the smoke of a distant fire.
Hello. good morning and welcome. Can you just mind out of the way, mate? I know it's not easy for you because there's a lot of you. It's 20 past 10. He was just in the way of the clock there, and he's brought a big bottle of champagne. What's your name, mate? Paul. Paul, all the best, mate. Nice to meet you. Here's the champagne.
Wow.
It's a magnum of champagne. Okay, let's get this. Okay. Let's just ask the people downstairs, how do they feel? Okay, well, it's all happening today, isn't it? 071 224 2000 now. We're going to play the first of the last competitions, and that's the kids are all right, but only if they're completely wrong for a Sega Game Gear and one of the games. 071 224 2000, you've got to be under 10 to play, or your kids in with the best lines from the best letters.
Best lines and best letters, yes. Jane Tidman says, my whole family will miss the show, and I want to thank you for being totally brilliant.
Oh!
Martin Kamei, it looks like, I don't know, from Hornchurch says, I guess that it is too late for tickets for the last show, but I just wanted to thank you for all the laughs that you have given my girlfriend and I over the years. Oh, and this is from Nick Barrymond, who was apparently in the audience last week, said, as it's the last show in just a few days' time, I thought I'd write to thank you all for the programme, which always brightened up Saturday mornings.
Okay, and there's still 2 and a bit hours left, so let's not get too maudlin, not yet anyway. Not until about 10 o'clock tonight in the Haverstock Arms when me and Andy are crying at the bar. No, not because the show's just got no money left, that's why. So come on, keep those coming. If you do want to come down to the show today, then you just come down, we'll fit you in.
I am a little birdie, I like to sing my song. I wake up in the morning and sing the whole day long. I'm really quite annoying, I never sing in tune. The farmer tries to shoot me and he may get me soon. I sing, la 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 la, la 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 la. I tweet, la 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 la, I shout, I sing, I sing, I tweet, I shout, I sing. Music for my breakfast and food as well as that. For if I had just music, why would I look so fat? I sit in the treetops with all the other birds. We make a noisy racket, the worst you've ever heard. I sing, I tweet, I shout, I sing, I sing, I tweet, I sing.
Harry and Billy.
I'm happy to be flying above the world so high. I like to leave my mark upon the people passing by. I have these fluffy feathers to attract the birdie boys. They always seem to like me until I make a
last
noise.
time.
I sing, I tweet, I shout, I sing.
I sing la 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 la
I tweet,
la la la
I shout, I sing, I sing,
la 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 la
and I tweet,
la 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 la
I shout,
la la la.
I sing,
I sing la 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 la.
I tweet, I shout,
Big finish.
I sing.
Yep. Okay. Alrighty. That's Harry and Billy and the Birdie song. What's that? What's that?
The door.
Hey, where's that coming from?
Clamped again.
In 4 years, the doorbell has never rang. And somebody just rang it now. I can hear footsteps. Oh, it's on that tape again. Oh, no. What's all that about? It's 25 minutes to 11, and what's going on here? Well, first of all, do you remember Mark Jeffries and his famous animal impressions? Well, he's here again for the final time. Mark Jeffries and his famous animal impressions.
Morning, Chris.
Morning, Mark. How are you?
Very well, how are you?
Oh, I'm just stunning and fantastic, and thank you for being here. So, do you want to give us the whole repertoire, or just the...
I think we'll close off on this classic end of season special on just the wasp and the pigeon.
The wasp and the pigeon. Give us the pigeon first.
Here's the pigeon.
Okay. Classic. It's classic. And this is the killer. Are you ready for the wasp? Jeffrey's in his famous...
Thank you.
It's all happening. Now, we haven't had a rehearsal, but we're just going to go for this. We want the blind date theme tune to Blind Hate, all right? 1, 2, 3. No, hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3. Blind hate, 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 blind hate. Blind hate. Okay. Dave in Clapham.
Hello, Chris. My name's Dave, and I'm from Clapham.
Hey, good one, Dave.
Oh, thanks.
So, listen, mister, you're a Tottenham supporter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, we're going to ask 3 questions. There are 4 people on the line now. If you get all 3 right straight away, you just simply win the ticket tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, then. And then you've got to stay on the line, and you've got to then make up in the space of a record 3 questions to ask 3 Arsenal supporters, and then you can choose your favourite.
Okay.
Okay, which we'll get to call in a moment. But if you get one of the questions wrong, we move on to the next caller.
Right.
Okay, but it could come back to you because simply the person who answers the last question correctly, regardless of how many questions they've answered before that correctly, gets the tickets, all right?
Yeah, okay.
No,
I don't understand.
Okay, well, it's simple, Dave.
Okay.
You just you'll probably get them all right first off. But if you get them wrong, then we'll go to Paul, right?
Okay.
And if he gets one wrong, then we go to Neil. And if he gets the last one right, it just wins it. It's just a chance, right?
Oh, that's great.
So you could get the first 2 right and still not win. Oh, okay. So here come your questions. Are you ready?
I am.
What is the song that Tottenham fans sing to celebrate the 1991 FA Cup semi-final victory over Arsenal?
What were we talking Chaz and Dave here?
No. What is the song?
3-1.
No,
the song.
Yeah, the song. Do you know? You don't know, do you?
Do I get any clues?
No, you don't. No. But stay on the phone, you see, because now we move on to the...
We hate Arsenal and we hate Arsenal.
Oh, you see, that's rubbish. That's not it, you see.
No.
Okay, you stay there.
Straws here.
You stay there. Okay, because we might come back to you, see.
Okay.
Okay. Line 20, Paul.
Hello, Chris.
It's Paul Wood from Tottenham Ambulance Station.
Yay!
Okay, Paul, are you an ambulance driver or are you just nipped in to use the phone or what?
No, we work here. We're at work at the moment.
All right, then. So, same question to you. Question number 1. There are 3 questions. What is the song that Tottenham fans sing to celebrate the 1991 victory over Arsenal in the FA Cup semi-final?
We beat the scum 3-1!
You see, and sang in the true style of the Tottenham supporters. Okay, what is the generic Arsenal hating song that Tottenham fans sing when they've forgotten about the fact they beat them 3-1 in the FA Cup semi-final in 1991?
Can you explain to me generic?
I.e., you can sing it any time you like, mate.
To celebrate
the fact you hate Arsenal, basically.
We hate Arsenal and we hate Arsenal.
You see? With that classic line, we are the Arsenal
haters.
All right, then. So,
you know.
Okay. All right, mate. You don't get any extra points for any extra chance. So, are you all right downstairs? Okay. So you've got to get this question right, and if you get this question right, you stay on the phone, you've got 1 ticket, you've got to choose an Arsenal fan to go with you, all right?
Yep.
Okay, final question is this. In the FA Cup semi-final of 1991, where Spurs did definitely beat Arsenal 3-1, 3-1, it was definitely 3-1, it was a margin of 2, and not 3 or 1, but in fact 2, and it was 3-1. Who scored the 3 Tottenham goals?
Gaza got the first.
Yeah.
Lineker.
Yes! So you've just won a ticket to tomorrow's FA Cup semi-final. Now you've got to stay on the phone, all right?
Yep.
While we get in touch with, we ask Arsenal supporters to ring up. So clear those lines, Colin. Clear those lines now. So on 071 224 2000, if you're an Arsenal supporter, phone up. We've got 3 Arsenal supporters that we need on the line. Then you ask them all a question each and choose your favourite.
Okay, we'll do.
And your first question is going to be, what's your name and where do you come from? All right then. Now if you move that can of beer, I can play the next tape. Thank you. Stay on the phone then. Okay, coming up now. I'm in love with Julie Christie. Do you remember this? Do you remember this? From Talent on a Tape Cassette by the Lorraine Bowen Experience.
Julie Christie, she makes me go misty. She makes me go, oh, what a star. Julie Christie, she makes me go misty. She makes me go, oh, what a star. Everybody's entitled to a bit of fantasy. But how I love to step inside that screen. Everybody's entitled to a bit of fantasy. Well, you know that film, Pretty Liar. She set my heart on fire. Julie Christie, she makes me go misty. She makes me go, oh, what a star.
Billy, why don't you go to London? I'll come with you. Breakfast at Lyons, Hyde Park in the afternoon, Piccadilly tomorrow evening. I'm going, Billy. You're coming with me. I'm going, Billy. You're coming with me.
I'm in love with Julie Christie. She makes me go misty. She makes me go, oh, what a star. Julie Christie. Julie Christie.
Lorraine Bowen, come on, Lorraine Bowen. Hate, blind 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 hate. Paul, are you still there?
Yep, still here.
Okay, so you got your 3 questions?
Yep.
Okay, so Arsenal supporter number 1, what's your name and where are you from? Gordon.
Gordon, yeah, I'm Gordon from Upper Holloway. Sorry, I didn't know it's me.
Gordon Lee from Holloway, yes. Okay, so you want to go tomorrow?
Yeah, I certainly do.
And you don't mind going with a Tottenham supporter?
I can handle that.
Okay, so Paul, what's your question to contestant number 1?
Hello, Gordon. Hello, Paul. How's things? Not too bad, not too bad. Yourself? Got your black armband ready for tomorrow? No. You better wear yours. Right, did you go to the last semi-final? No, I'm afraid I couldn't go. Well, who scored Arsenal's goal in it? Alan Smith. That's right.
Okay, he's right. All right, then he's right. Okay, good. Okay, so that's your question to contestant number 1. Peter is contestant number 2. Peter, where'd you come from?
All right, it's Peter from Chessington.
From Chessington. Okay, your question to him, Paul.
Hello, Peter.
All right, Paul.
Yeah, not bad.
It's Peter and Paul. They're both going to fly away any minute, aren't they?
Being an Arsenal supporter, I'm living in Cheshire, and it must be the zoo. Right. When did Arsenal last play in an FA Cup final?
Arsenal last in FA Cup final. That was hang on.
They're on the wrong side.
He's looking up here.
No, hang on.
FA Cup, I said, not
League Cup.
No, FA Cup. It was a long while ago. I want the year.
79.
No, that's wrong.
80.
Yeah, that's correct. But you got it wrong, first of all.
Oh, come on. Never mind. Okay, well, stay there anyway. So contestant number 3 is Jim in Harrow. Hello, Jim.
Hello.
How are you?
Okay, thanks.
Okay, then, so your question, Paul?
Right, we sold him a central defender years ago, a ginger-haired bloke. Does he know his name? In the late 70s, I think it was.
Well, Pat Jennings, then?
No, central defender. Come on, I know you Arsenal players play all over the field, never one position.
No, I don't know.
Oh, boo, all right then.
Willie Young it was.
Who?
Willie Young.
Good, I'm pleased about that. Okay, so contestant number 2 got it wrong after got it right after one attempt, but contestant number 1 got it right straight away.
Yeah, I think he's the
Gordon.
one.
Gordon!
Hello?
You're going on a blind hate with Paul to Wembley tomorrow!
Excellent!
You're sat next to each other and you absolutely hate and detest and abhor each other's team.
Well, I think we can live with each other for one day.
Okay, should be a good afternoon though, eh?
I think so.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Somebody who I hold in the highest of esteem, the highest of reverence. His own words about himself. The day I became the first DJ to broadcast on Radio 1 was the day I achieved all my desires. Within 4 months, I was off on my own TV pop show, and my record, So Much Love, entered the charts. I was voted the top DJ in the country. As a pirate radio joker, I'd been paid around £40 a week. Shortly after Radio 1 opened, I made £3,000 in 1 week alone. In fact, I worked so hard I collapsed 3 times from the strain. But my manager, Harold Davidson, told me, take all the work you can, because there will be many years when no one will want you. So make the most of it while you can and enjoy every minute. Well, look, he's still making the most of every single minute. It's Tony Blackburn, and here he is now. Hello. Good morning. Welcome to the show, Tony.
Hello, Chris. Sensational to be with you.
This is a great honour for us to have you on here. We had to actually go through legal contractual obligations to sort you out because I know
about 4 or 5 lawyers, I think.
You're not allowed in any other station apart from Capital Gold.
Capital Gold.
But because it's our last show and everybody knows, how what I think about you, they've let you on the show here, and that's all.
So you're having fun there.
We're having lots of fun, aren't we, gang? Yeah. So, Tony, do you still find it all fun?
Fun? Oh, I love it. Absolutely. I just always love broadcasting. Just adore it.
Now, you said to me when we met recently, you said, but the thing is, Chris, come July, I could be out of a job. And the thing is, you'll never be out of a job. I mean, are you just happy to be on the breakfast show and to just do your own thing?
I'm just happy to be here, really. That's the way it goes. And I just love it, my old mate. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. As long as I can just kick out those hits, I'm happy.
But what keeps you going, though? I mean, do you consider yourself that you're very funny, or do you think what do you think?
I'm just hilarious. I mean, there aren't many of us megastars left, really.
No, you're right.
I mean, the only thing is I can't go out anymore because I get mobbed everywhere I go. Apart from that, it's great.
Okay, we had the Tony Blackburn hour that I understand you were listening to.
I was listening to it. I had my tape running in case you said something wrong.
No, I would never do that. But lots of people phone in and say, they used to have a drink with you. They claim that your favourite drink was this, that, and the other. Lots of people claim to have cut your hair.
Yeah.
Now, what's the truth behind that?
What do you mean? Cut my hair?
Has anybody ever cut your hair?
Yeah.
Tony, what I'm saying is, does it need cutting?
Jane is the person. There's a young lady who comes from Bournemouth. I've known for quite a time, and she lives in London. Her name's Jane. She's my hairdresser.
Okay, all right then. And now you're 50 years old. You hit the big 50 this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to... I mean, Alan Freeman sadly retired this year, didn't he, from his Pig of the Pop show?
Yeah.
Which was a terrible tragedy, and we all said, no, Alan, don't do it. And he said, I think it's time to leave, mate.
Yeah.
What will make you call it all, call it a day? Well, that's it. It's over.
Absolutely nothing. I mean, I'm going to be buried with a 50-kilowatt transmitter, so when I'm dead, I'm going to still broadcast.
Okay.
I mean, because quite honestly, I mean, the jokes I tell are dead anyway, so I might as well join them sooner or later.
What's the worst Tony Blackburn joke that you know?
Let me see. A friend of mine the other day swallowed a cucumber sideways last week. Now every time he goes out, people try and post letters in his mouth. That didn't get a great reaction, Chris.
No, but you'd have been disappointed if it did, surely.
Oh yeah, but you see, the trouble is, I think all these jokes are funny, and I write about 40 new jokes every week, but they all sound the same.
You don't write jokes, still, do you?
I do.
Do you? Do you write them on a computer, or on a piece of paper?
Yeah, I got a word processor. They're all in a computer now, but I mean, they all sound the same, Chris.
Okay, now listen. Is your real name Tony Blackburn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Did you ever consider changing it?
No. Well, I was asked, when I was at Radio Caroline, I wanted to join Radio London, the pirate ship, and they asked me to change my name to Mark Roman.
Why?
But well, in those days, when you left one station and went to another, you were meant to change your name. It was an American idea, and I thought it was really silly, and I didn't bother. They wanted to start a thing called the Roman Empire, and I was going to be the ruler of it, and eventually they did get a guy called Mark Roman.
Is Emperor Roscoe's real name Emperor Roscoe?
No, it isn't. It's Mike Pasternak.
Imagine his mum, we called him Emperor, because we think he's worth it. What's the best job you've ever had?
The best job?
Yeah.
I think it's got to be the pirate ship Radio London. I love that, and also working for Capital now because it's a great company to work for.
No, hang on a minute. He can say that. I
love Capital Gold. I think it's a great station. You know.
Okay. And
every station you work for is it's nice at the time. You know, it's another challenge, isn't it?
Well,
really?
Radio 1 was a nightmare for me, so I can't hold up with that opinion. I'm afraid.
The next one will be good for you, Chris.
Oh, it'll be all right. I don't know what you're talking about. Now listen. Something else. Do you remember that story? Well, you do because you were there because it was all about you. When you're in the King's Road and 15,000 people turned out to see you.
I don't remember that.
I've seen the photographs.
Really?
You were opening a boutique somewhere, and there literally were 15 to 20,000 people turned up to see Tony Blackburn.
That was up in Scotland. That happened. I got out the wrong side of the road. There was a guy and I was opening up a menswear shop. And I actually got mobbed up there, and I was entering this menswear shop, and I went in, and I came out with a better jacket than the one I went in with. But I mean, that was tremendous. Yeah, I mean, in those days, I mean, in the 60s, I mean, it was just like that, you know, to be a part of Radio 1 and everything, and have a hit record and all the rest of it. It's wonderful.
Okay, and do you think you'll stay where you are now, or do you think there's another job that you still haven't had yet that you'd like to get before you finish?
Oh, I'm happy where I am now. Okay. Very happy, yeah.
All right, then.
My contract's up for renewal, Chris, I have to say that.
I know, you do say it. He's so humble, because he does mean it when you say that, don't you? Because you never take it for granted.
I don't think you should ever take anything for granted, because you can be replaced within 5 minutes. And I think I learned that from a friend of mine who I used to be on the pirate ships, a guy called Simon, and I leave you to... think of the other name that goes with it.
ABC. Okay, then. Any regrets at all?
No, I don't. I just had a wonderful time. You know, I was a bit outspoken in the past when I was at Radio 1, but I don't regret that. They deserved it.
Okay, quite right too. All right, Tony Blackburn, we're going to do a quiz with you, but I really think that would belittle your appearance on the show, because that's just a great pleasure to have you on.
That's very kind.
Tony Blackburn, ladies and gentlemen. And Tony,
yes, sir?
If there was one regret, was this it? So much love?
No, I love it.
Okay, here it is, Tony Blackburn.
Thank you, Chris.
In the midst of all my darkness, baby, you came along to guide me. You took pity on a lonely man when you stood right there beside me. I'll never forget you for what you've done.
I can't remember what we did, but it's time to play Marks Out of War! Okay, Ian in Epsom. Hello, Ian.
Hi, Chris.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Okay, and who is the subject of your vote?
Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon from Ian in Epsom. All right, that's fine. Okay, Ian, Marks Out of War for Matt Dillon.
Well, I'll give him one.
Yeah, hey, all right then. Like it suddenly all comes back now. Tanya.
Hello, Chris.
How are you?
Very well, but very sad.
Oh.
So.
It doesn't matter. It's not
I'm happy as well.
Pardon?
I'm happy as well for being here.
Okay, well you are here and you're on it. So have you got your tape running?
Yeah.
You've got a tape running.
Very sadly, yeah.
Okay, Tanya, who do you fancy?
Excuse me for saying his name on the station, but Mark Goodyear. I really couldn't think of anyone else I'd rather shag, you see.
No wonder you're really sad there. Okay, then Mark's out one for Mark Goodyear?
I'll give him one.
She's the maddest one we've ever had on. Okay, then, hello, line 21, Jamie Meek.
Hello, Chris.
Hello, Jamie, how are you?
Not bad, how you doing?
Okay, you're calling from Walthamstow?
That's right.
Okay, who are you calling about?
Kim Bassinger.
Kim Bassinger, Mark's out one for Kim Bassinger?
Whoa, give it one!
Yeah, all right then, yes, good one. And line 22 now, this is Mick and Jackie.
Hi, it's Nick, actually.
Oh, sorry, Nick and Jackie?
Yeah.
In Battersea?
Yeah.
Okay, and who's the subject?
It's Annabelle Giles.
Yes! This is the first ménage à trois that we've ever had on. So Nick and Jackie, your marks out of one for Annabelle Giles.
We give her one.
All right. So we go back to 19, where Sam has replaced Ian. Hello, Sam.
Hello?
Sam in Kingston.
Hello, morning, Chris.
Morning. Who are you talking about then?
The England Rugby Union side.
Did you get that? The England Rugby Union side. Okay, so fantastic. Sam in Kingston marks out a 1 for the whole of the England Rugby Union side.
I'd give them all one.
Bye-bye. Hello. Who's on line 19? It's Steve. Steve, hello.
Hello, Chris.
How are you?
I'm very well, mate. How are you?
It's Steve. I'm fine, Steven. Okay, Steve, where are you calling from?
What?
Where are you calling from?
Oh, I'm asleep in a lay-by on the M25.
So you're calling from your car?
That's right, mate. Yeah.
But you know you have to be naked to play Tickle Your Trout.
Yeah, we are naked.
Naked in the car.
That's right.
And the name of your trout is?
Fiona.
What do we shout? Yeah! Okay, hello, line 20 is Ben.
Hi.
Where are you calling from, Ben?
Slough, Chris.
Okay, Ben's in Slough, where they make the Mars bar.
Yes, right.
Okay, which could be useful in the middle of this game, if you so wish. So, and who's the name of your trout?
Name of your trout's Helena.
Helena, what do we shout?
Sweden.
Okay, what do we shout? Two more left till we finish it forever. Hello, line 21, Janet.
Hi.
Hi, Janet, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, where are you calling from?
Muswell Hill.
Okay, well, name of your trout is?
Nick.
What do we shout?
Tickle your trout!
See, even on this one, the boys just can't hack it, can they? Hello, Russ.
Hello.
Where are you calling from?
Whitters.
Have you heard the people downstairs? Yeah. They're just mad. I've got them turned off, most of it, because they're too noisy. I'll just turn them on again. There they are, you see. Okay, so Russ, the name of your trout?
Kerry.
You're the final ever caller on Tickle Your Trout.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, it's all right. So you better make it a good one, Russ.
It's a very sad
Are you ready? What do we shout?
Tickle your trout!
Thank you very much, Russ. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Kerry's still going there. She's still going. Bye-bye, Kerry. And have a letters to Dear Daddy. You're ahead of the record. Hang on a minute. So we've had, we're going to do 11 this time. We're going to do a few anyway. So are you ready for the chorus? Okay. She's out of work after this week. Dear Daddy, out of work after this week. But never mind, because she's been helping us. And here we go. Help me, Daddy. Help me, Daddy. Please. Help me, Daddy. Help me, Daddy. Please. Help me, Daddy. Help me, Daddy. Please. Help me, Daddy. First letter to Dear Daddy this week. Dear Daddy, my boss is always getting on my back. Yours sincerely, West Tip. Okay, Dear Daddy, me and my family are going to the Aintree today, but we're all concerned about the seating arrangements. We've heard there's only one chair. Dear Daddy, on Sunday, Wembley stages the North London Derby match. Well, who the hell are North London? And I thought Derby got knocked out in the second round, you see, they're all funny. Dear Daddy, my dad's a football coach, and I'm told my mum was a Bedford chirper, but she was thrown away when I was 10. Okay, Dear Daddy, like many of your readers, I'm sure I too have been taken in by Hoover, but feel I am worse off than most. Yours sincerely, Sammy the Spider. All together now. Help me, Daddy. Help me, Daddy, please. Help me, Daddy, please. Help me, Daddy. Help me, Daddy. Dear Daddy, my job's the pits. Yours sincerely, Michele Alboretto's tyre changing chum, Tommy the tyre changer from Teddington. Help me, Daddy, get it out of my heart. Dear Daddy, for the last 5 years I've been coming home every night, placing a needle on a piece of circular plastic and getting music out of it. Is this a record? You see, they keep on coming. And the final letter, Dear Daddies. Final letter, Dear Daddies, coming up very soon indeed. Dear Daddy, my best friend's a brain surgeon. He's always changing people's minds. And dear Daddy, I have a real problem with butterflies in my stomach. What can I do? Look, you've written before, and I've told you before, stop eating those caterpillar sandwiches. And with that really is it. There is no more Dear Daddies, not now, not ever, not never. Never mind, the show rolls on, and Noel Edmonds is coming up in 5 minutes' time. Guy who I look up to, even though he's a foot shorter than me, it's Noel Edmonds. He's on the phone right now. Hello, Noel.
Tell them to be quiet.
Can you be quiet for Noel, you see?
Please.
Yeah, please, calm down. Noel,
I'm resting in Crinkly Bottom, and that noise is just not conducive to a relaxing weekend.
He plays the part all the way down the line, isn't he? He really believes in Crinkly Bottom. I rang him up and he went, Crinkly Bottom 3745. Noel!
Hello?
What are you doing when you're off? Are you not bored? Get back on the telly, there's nothing on anymore.
There isn't, is there?
No, you rang my lord and then something else.
Yeah, well, they're putting on films and things.
Yeah, well, why don't you come back on the telly?
Well, I will in a while.
All right, then. So, listen, are you going to go to Australia?
Are you at Virgin already?
No. Why?
Well, don't ask daft questions then.
Sorry, I thought it was common knowledge because it's in all the papers.
Well, I might go to I might.
Okay, I didn't think it was a showbiz secret. So, what do you do on your weeks off then? Because you have the whole summer off, or do you just have a couple of weeks off and you're back to work? Or?
I'm in Crinkly Bottom. I'm organising entertainment. I'm using my tremendous experience in the entertainment industry to brighten up the lives of people in Crinkly Bottom.
Okay, all right then. So you can't get past the Crinkly Bottom line. It's like his defence, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like the final wall before they score the goal. It's never going to come down. So, are you in Devon at the moment?
I'm close to Devon.
Okay, and you know Noel flies in his helicopter and then flies out again. It's all right, isn't it? It's all right. Why do you not miss living in London, Noel? Have you ever lived in London?
Is there not a bit of urine extraction going on here, Chris?
None whatsoever.
You've got to bear in mind.
Yeah.
You've got to bear in mind that I'm on the defensive now because after the NTV thing, I am frightened of you.
There's no.
You've taken over from Dave Lee Travis in terms of me being frightened.
Well, there's an honour.
Yeah. Yeah. I look under the car every day, just checking.
Okay. When you lived in London.
Yeah.
Which is, we're all the humour that on this show, it's all about London. Where did you live? Whereabouts?
I had a very nice news residence in Holland Park.
Now, you know our boss, Trevor Dan, the boss here?
Yeah.
He was a fine man.
Yeah.
Is it true that you once shared the flat with Trevor Dan?
Regrettably, I did offer him some accommodation.
Was that in Holland Park, or was that...
It was, I'm afraid it was in Holland Park.
In the Mews?
It was.
Okay, because a lot of people here, because Trevor's close to the station, a lot of the listeners know who he is. His bad points and his good points. Living with the man, Dan?
Well, I didn't look in his room very often. Put it that way.
Oh, all right then.
Okay. He was known locally as sort of a bit of a Terry Waite character.
Was he?
Yes.
Why was that then?
Well, he was sort of no, I can't really say, but he was known locally, and eventually I think the council put an order on, and he had to go.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Okay then. Now we've had Tony Blackburn on about an hour ago, and I was asking him what's the best job that he'd ever had in his career, and he said it was on Radio Caroline.
Yeah.
So the same question to you, number 2.
Working in Craddock's in Romford.
What's Craddock's?
Well, it used to be a toy shop. And it was a great job because I did it as a Saturday job when I was at school. And when I should have been selling things, I was busy getting all the train sets out and playing with them.
And that was the best job you've ever had?
Best job I've ever had.
Okay. Any regrets at all? Tony said he couldn't really think of any that he'd had.
What do you mean, in life or career? Or?
I don't know, just, are you happy with the way things have gone?
I think the greatest regrets I've had, if one is being serious for a moment, is that sometimes I have a spontaneous reaction to something, and then I like everybody else, decide that I haven't got time to go and do it and whatever. Things like writing to people who you read about in newspapers who have had a bad time. I've changed my ways.
Oh, and you do that now?
And I wrote to Roy Castle recently when I found out about his big problem, and I've been writing to Leslie Crowther, and I think we should all do it, and I think we should write to parents of James Bulger and people like that, because it's all very well to pick up the newspaper one day and sort of go, Oh, I really sympathise with that, but we ought to do something, and I've been trying to do that more recently.
So you're talking about taking the time.
Yeah.
Taking the time.
Well, it's the old adage, you know, about a problem shared. Sometimes I think it does help if people do receive a letter from you.
I think you're right. What do the people downstairs think about that? Oh, they agree with you too.
I heard them shout boring.
No, they didn't. Did somebody shout boring? No, I don't think so.
It was clever, Dan.
Okay, yeah. We got our quiz for you before you go.
So what's happening with your career then? Have you signed the contract with Channel 4?
Well, no, I haven't. No.
No, I thought that. And are you going to do the programme idea I talked to you about?
No.
And are you worried that AM will not be as good as FM?
No, I don't mind about that. I don't think that matters, because as long as what you brought... See, the point is, if something is on FM, right?
Yeah.
And it's not as good as the stuff on AM, people, I think, still at the end of it all will go to the AM.
Yeah.
Because...
Now, look, you've got to be careful, though, because I'm a big fan of yours, and don't burn it out too quickly. All that taking your clothes off with Jonathan Ross, don't do it. Keith Chegwin did it, and look what happened to him.
What happened to him?
Exactly.
Actually, Keith Chegwin's on The Big Breakfast in a week's time. He's going to do the OB thing.
Yeah, well, you must be very careful, Chris. Don't burn it out.
All right, then, okay. Well, thanks for the advice, Del. He's sweet, isn't he? I know. But he's the man. Anyway, we've got to do our quiz with you now.
Right.
It's personality or person. You've played it one time before.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 questions to see if Noel Edmonds is still a personality or just still in touch with reality. Here we go. 5 questions. He's done it before. He did dreadfully before. Question number 1. When you put a baby... These better be hard, Andy. Okay. Question number 1. When you put a baby in a bath and leave it there for a while, how would you describe its bum?
Crinkly bottom.
Yes, that's right. Question number 2. In which TV programme do contestants ask 3 questions to 3 members of the opposite sex?
I can't say the words. I can't bring myself to say the words. It's about not having sight, and it's a sort of pruny thing that comes in boxes.
But you still beat it with a repeat, so say those words.
Blind date.
Yes, all right then. Question number 3. Name 5 manufacturers of motorbikes.
Kawasaki,
yes.
Honda,
yes.
Triumph,
yep.
Suzuki,
yep.
And BMW.
BMW, yeah, all right then. Question number 4. What sweet substance is the main ingredient of tomato ketchup?
Wow! I haven't the foggiest idea.
Well, I'm afraid you're going to have to give us a guess, Mr. Edmonds.
What sweet substance is the...
It's not a difficult question if you think about it for more than a moment.
Well, it's presumably a tomato.
It's sugar, isn't it? What sweet substance is the main... Sugar! Come on, tell me, what is it? What is it? Sugar? Okay, is it tomatoes?
No!
Is it sugar?
We've got sweet tomatoes here.
Okay, well, it's sugar anyway, so shut up a minute. And finally, question number 5. Complete this famous TV title, Noel's...
Bard.
Noel's Bard. All right, that'll do. That's funnier than what we've got down here anyway. We had Noel's out of work for the summer, but we look forward to his return in the autumn. Noel Edmonds, yes! Thank you, Sir Noel.
I want to go get the ketchup bottle and check that one.
Well, go and sort it out then. And always keep your ketchup in the fridge. Not many people do, but they should. Goodbye. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? No escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a boy, I need no sympathy, because he's young, he's
getting behind you.
Andy?
Yeah.
Are we still on?
Yeah, you're still on, yeah.
I think we should stay on for a while. What
Right,
time?
go on then. You got 10 minutes to go.
Okay, what's 10 minutes to go? 10 to 1?
Yeah.
Okay, well, look, thanks all very much for coming. It's been fantastic. It's great. I'm not at all sad. I thought I'd be really sad, but I'm not at all sad. I'm not at all. I just think it's brilliant that you're all here, and we're still all going to have a huge drink in a moment back at the House of now, Andy, play one more record.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and we'll have Bring Me Sunshine and we'll go home.
All right. The jam in a town called Malice. He's still down there. Hi.
Hello, dear.
Are you still down there?
And now we've all gone home. What do you think? No, we're most definitely still here.
I've got David Lee Roth ready. Do we do that one?
What? No.
We've got time for it.
Tell him he's not invited. Okay, play that one. Go on.
Play it now, yeah?
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's a good song.
Just a gigolo, and everywhere I go, people know the part I'm playing. I ain't got
Alright, I'm stopping it.
Okay. Well, this is it. This is definitely it. Goodbye from the girls downstairs. Goodbye from the boys upstairs. Goodbye from the boys downstairs. And goodbye from the girls upstairs. Okay, hit the Morecambe and Wise, Andy. That's what we're here for.
Bring me sunshine in your smile. Bring me laughter all the while.
In this world where we live.
In this world where we live, there should be more happiness. So much joy you can give to each brand new bright tomorrow. Make me happy.
Through the years. Never bring me any tears.
Never bring me anything.
Let your arms be as warm.
Let your arms be as warm as the sun from up above. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me love.
Bring me sunshine. In your smile. Bring me laughter. All the while. In this world where we live, there should be more happiness. We're messing it up. To each brand new bright tomorrow, make me happy. Through the years, never bring me anything. Let your arms be as warm as the sun from up above. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me love, bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me Okay, I've got to say a big thank you to Colin the Punk for the last 4 years. And Marky Mark on the phones for the last 2 years. And Cecile for the last 6 months. Thanks to Carol for the last 20 odd years. And thanks to that small, short, fat bloke there, Andy Davies. Okay. A lot of people say, oh yeah. And Keith, of course, whoever the hell Keith is. Okay. Now listen, this is it. We really have to go now. Oh, shut your face a minute. Now, what's very important? No, last few seconds now of the show. This is the last few seconds ever. When I first went on the air, I got paid a lot of money for being myself. That's what I was doing, being myself, right? Now I'm very famous for being myself, and last week I got an award for being myself. So my best advice to anybody in life is be yourself. All right? Bye-bye. We gotta go now. Goodbye.
On 94.9 FM, GLR News for London from the BBC.